Hey there, Alicia. I'm here, the founder of Bonjour Baby. In today's episode, in today's video, we are going to talk about the most powerful and efficient exercise that you can do to work on your core muscles during your pregnancy, but also after your pregnancy. So let's not waste any time and let's go. Alright, so for today's video, all that you need is an exercise ball or a chair. If you want to buy one of those, I'll put a link just below the video that you can click on to see which exercise ball I am recommending to get. But again, you don't need any equipment for that one. You can just grab a chair and be seated on the edge of the seat, and that's all good. Alright, so why are we talking about breathing today? It is one of the most powerful exercises that you can do if done correctly when you're working out during and after your pregnancy to get your core muscles engaged efficiently but yet effectively. So you really want to stay on the safe side and be efficient at the same time. This is an exercise that you can do just right after having your baby. It's completely safe, and it is something that you can include in your rehab protocol before the 6 week mark, because there is no workout included in that video. It's just about breathing, but breathing in a certain way that will make your deep core muscle work and help you to close the gap if you are suffering from diastasis recti or just on the edge of having too much of a stretching just over there, and you want to either prevent that or address it. So it is something that you need to be doing during your pregnancy, but it is something that you need absolutely to be doing after your pregnancy. All right, so let's begin. So first you want to be seated. So as I said, as on an exercise ball or on a chair, on the seat of a chair, it's as you like. Some mamas are comfortable on their back. It is a great way to do it as well, but other moms are not always comfortable like that. So for the sake of making it streamlined for everybody, I'm seated on the ball. Okay, so first we really want to place our feet flat on the floor and just bring our hands on our knees. And we're just going to breathe for 2 to 3 cycles just to relax our mind and be present in the moment. So breathe in through the nose. You can close your eyes if you want and breathe out through the mouth. You're not breathing from the upper body. Everything is happening around your waist on your diaphragm. And breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And again, breathe in, shoulders are staying down, and out through the mouth, your back is staying straight. Alright, next, we are going to place our palms on our lower ribs, just over there. So here, by doing that, we are giving our body some feedback on what your body should focus on. So just over there. So here we are breathing through the nose, feeling our ribs really pushing against our hands, and breathing out through the mouth, feeling our ribs coming closer together. So the movement we're focusing on here is really the movement happening in our lower ribs here, really translating what is happening with the diaphragm as you're breathing. So when you breathe in, because there is this expansion of the diaphragm over there, you will feel your ribs naturally pushing against your hands. They are pushing in the front here, but they are also pushing in the side and in the back. So feel free to bring your hands in the front, on the side, or in the back, as you like. When you're breathing out, because the diaphragm is kind of releasing, you will feel your ribs coming closer together. By placing more focus on our deep core muscles, you will really feel those ribs coming together. Okay? So let's stay a little more on that rib movement at first. So breathe in and out. all the way. By breathing out all the way, this is where you are going to feel that deep core engagement when you breathe out. The focus should be placed more on the breathing out part than the breathing in. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Alright, time to add something else. So when you breathe in, you want your whole body to be relaxed. It's just the breathing in, just the diaphragm is working. And when you breathe out, because sometimes when we breathe out, we push too much against the pelvic floor. We are driving um, the navel to the spine. We're really putting a lot of pressure here, and we're pushing against that pelvic floor. And the last thing that our pelvic floor needs is more stress or more pressure to be applied to it. And we, as women, tend to suck everything in every time and place a lot of pressure on that pelvic floor. So the goal here is really to make your pelvic floor work when it needs to be worked on. So when we breathe in, we let our pelvic floor be relaxed and nice and long. And when we breathe out, this is where the pelvic floor needs to be lifted. So what happens? So the pelvic floor is a series of muscles, and what happens, the control that we have on them, we can lift them up or relax them completely down. So when you lift up, you might have heard about when we're doing Kegels about lifting a blueberry. It's exactly that. It's not a huge squeeze. You're not squeezing your butt like crazy. It's just like a gentle pulling up of the muscles together. So you have different parts. So you want to focus on the front part as if you were to stop the flow of urine, the side part, and the back part. So all together, exactly like the movement I'm doing with my hand right now, you want to pull gently everything up when you are breathing out. So let's practice that. We will breathe in first and then breathe out, starting by lifting the pelvic floor up and then breathing out. Let's practice. Breathing in, breathing out, pelvic floor. Breathing in, relax the pelvic floor. Breathing out first with the pelvic floor, engage. And keep going. Breathe in, relax the pelvic floor. Breathe out, pelvic floor first. Let's do one more. Out, pelvic floor first. Good. Perfect. Then we'll add some deep core activation. So same thing, you breathe in, nothing is going on, your whole body is relaxed, it's just your diaphragm is going down. And when you breathe out, you will begin with the pelvic floor first, and then feel a wrapping here, like you will have like a belt around your hip bones over there. So you will engage the pelvic floor first, and then feel the wrapping happening here around your waist and hip bone, and breathe out all the way. Let's try that. Same thing, we breathe in, breathe out, pelvic floor first, and then wrapping. Breathe in. Everything is relaxed, and we breathe out, pelvic floor first. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. All right, open your eyes, relax. So now you breathe out, first from the pelvic floor, then feeling the wrapping here. And we move on our focus up to those lower ribs over there. So pelvic floor first, wrapping here, and then really bringing the ribs together. So you might have seen those videos where we see pregnant ladies doing that kind of breathing, and you can really see their belly expanding forward when they're breathing in, and everything is coming to the back, like they're not pregnant anymore when they're breathing out. And this is what I see with all my clients when we work on that. So that's why it's a powerful tool to use even after your pregnancy, because you make those deep core working all together. This kind of canister with the pelvic floor muscles and the deep core muscles and the TVA. And so you're really working on those muscles that need to be worked on to close the gap that you might have here, the separation that is kind of normally happening after pregnancy. And the only muscle that needs to be worked on to close that gap here is the TVA, that big muscle here wrapping around your waist. And big news here, there is no other exercise than breathing to work on that muscle. So even if you're not pregnant right now, I really encourage you to try out that breathing, because the TVA is the muscle that you want to work on if you are looking for that flat belly kind of look. And as I said, you can do all the crunches in the world. It won't work on the TVA. The only exercise that you need to work on is breathing the way I just told it. So let's do it. Pelvic floor, wrapping here, and then placing the focus on really bringing the ribs together. So really engaging those deep core muscles. All right, so same thing. If you need the feedback, you can place your hands on your ribs. If you are already accustomed to this kind of breathing, you can just leave your hands on your knees if you need to. All right, let's breathe in. I like to keep my eyes closed. So breathe in. My whole body is relaxed, and I breathe out from the pelvic floor, then wrapping around my waist, and then my ribs. And I really feel like everything is working together. Again, without me speaking. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, relax everything. Breathe out, pelvic floor, wrapping waist and ribs. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Open it. All right, so you just experienced what is a real three-dimensional breathing. So your whole waist muscles, your abdominal muscles, your pelvic floor, and your diaphragm are all working together to make that powerful contraction inside and really working on reinforcing those muscles. This exercise is really nice to do if you're suffering from constipation as well, as you're really making this area work, and especially the TVA, and making your TVA work is always a good thing for constipation. There are more advanced exercises that you can do after your pregnancy as well. I'll do another video on that one. But if you're just starting out your recovery protocol after giving birth, stay with that exercise for now. What you can eventually add at the end when you feel really comfortable with that, and we work on that right now. And warning is just for postnatal ladies, so after you give birth. So it's exactly the same thing, but we'll try to hold it. So let's breathe in, breathe out, pelvic floor, wrapping ribs all the way, and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Again, same thing with the hold at the end. Alright, so don't hold your breath if you are still pregnant. We really don't recommend that you do that during your pregnancy. This last exercise was for postnatal ladies only. Alright, that's all for our breathing exercises. If you like today's video, please feel free to share it with a friend that needs it, even if they're not pregnant. You understand that it's a good one to do for everybody, and to make sure you stay up to date with all our videos coming on on Mondays and Thursday. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.